It's rota.
Pardon?
A roster's just a list of names. Rota is a schedule of activities.
Oh. Thank you, Martin. So you're Blue, and I've scheduled you to drop James at nursery every other day and collect every third, plus every other Thursday when I have after-school meetings.
Is that strictly necessary?
Well, it's the only time I get to catch up with the other teachers.
No, not the meetings, the rota.
Well, I thought you'd approve. Things have been so hectic since Janice left. Well, not that she was much help. Besides, we'll need it more than ever when I start studying.
If you start studying.
Well, yeah, if. Look, we can discuss it later. Maybe scheduling a conversation for Wednesday.
Yes.
That was a joke. Hey.
Yes.
I've spoken to Mrs. Trappett, and she believes the sale of the farm will go through within the month. I'll try to make the transition as painless as possible for you both.
Transition to what? Losing the B&B, not having a place to live?
Remember the dog's orders, boys. Stay calm.
Well, you need a place to stay as well, wouldn't you?
I thought you were sleeping in the van.
Technically, I maybe been staying at the B&B.
I see. Well, that'll have to change. And you'll need to find somewhere for the whiskey still.
Ruth, is there any way we could change your mind?
I'm sorry, Al. I've spent enough money on all this. I don't want to lose any more. No, the decision's been made.
Well, your heartbeat's regular. There are no murmurs. How are you getting on with the medication?
All my cells on top of all that out. She runs a tight ship.
And what about the cardiac rehabilitation?
Enjoying it. In fact, I'm planning on stepping it up a year. Get myself really fit.
Right, you can get dressed.
Doc, have you ever heard of race walking? Well, it has the same benefits as health-wise as normal walking.
Yes,
It's
just faster.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking of asking Sal to join me. You know, joint interests, bringing us closer together.
Well, take it easy.
Oh, don't worry about me, Doc. I never felt fitter.
Still, I'd speak to your physiotherapist before doing anything and make an appointment to see me in 1 month.
Right you are, Doc.
Oh, looking good, Ken.
I don't feel so good.
Well, at least you're out of hospital, eh? Hey, I was going to come and visit you, but, you know, people like the peace and quiet, don't they?
Yes, Bert, they do.
Just before your incident, we were talking about how many bottles of whiskey you were going to take.
Bert.
Now, for a start, how about 12 bottles? Sale or return. I got the first batch here.
I'm shutting the pub.
What?
Being a landlord isn't a job for a recovering alcoholic.
Oh. Well, I wasn't aware of your previous situation, but, well, just because you work at a sweet shop, it don't mean that you have to eat all the cakes.
I'm going to my sister's tomorrow while I decide what to do with this place.
The pub is the cornerstone of the community. You have a civic duty to keep it open.
I'm sorry, Bert. You'll just have to sell your whiskey to somebody else.
Ken didn't take much then.
He's not taking anything. He's closing the pub. Right. That is it. Final straw writing on the wall. I am done. I'm officially handing over the business to you.
The business?
Yep.
What, you mean the failed B&B and the failed whiskey company?
All yours.
So, you're quitting and leaving me to pick up the pieces, not to mention Ruth being out of pocket.
We'll talk about this later. When you, boy, are a little less emotional.
Emotional?
Cymex lectularius.
Does that sound good?
Bed bugs. Have you been sleeping in a bed other than your own lately?
Chance would be a fine thing. That's more my ex-husband's department than mine. I knew he'd been around the block a few times, but it didn't mean he had to visit every bloody house on the way.
Yes or no?
No.
Go away.
Anyway, I pride myself on a clean house.
Bed bugs aren't attracted to dirt. I'll write you a prescription for a mild steroid cream. What's wrong with your hand?
This? Been like it for ages.
It's Dupuytren's contracture. Why haven't you shown me this before?
My mother's hand was the same. I just thought it was genetic.
Yeah, it is. It's also easily curable. Make an appointment. Come and see me. I'll perform a needle fasciotomy and straighten your fingers out.
I run the shop on my own now. I can't keep closing. My customers won't like it.
If left untreated, you run the risk of permanent tissue damage and the loss of function in your hand altogether. There you go.
Oh, Clive!
In here, my lovely.
What? What are you doing?
Stock taking.
You know you are not allowed near prescription drugs. Dr. Ellingham still hasn't forgiven me.
I was trying to help.
Well, take this to Mrs. Brockbank.
Well, she lives miles away.
Well, you can do your race walking thing.
Well, I was hoping that was something we could do together. Team tissue.
What with my neck? Dear me. Yes, go on then. Go. Dear, dear.
What are you doing home?
Oh, just picking up some clothes for sailing.
Sailing?
I've had to send Pippa home. I think she's got the flu. So now I have to take Year 6 sailing after school this week. It's to complete their activity certificate. They won't get another opportunity.
But you hate boats.
Yes, was no one else available.
Oh, well, I've got some anti-motion sickness tablets in the surgery. I'll fetch them for you as soon as I've updated the rota.
Oh, it's not the seasickness I'm worried about, Martin. It's capsizing and drowning. I'm not very good on boats. Sorry, why are you updating the rota?
Well, I assume you want me to collect James from nursery all week?
Yes.
Right then, in order to be effective, then the rota has to reflect the change.
Next patient's here, Doc.
Right, do you mind? I'll keep the pen, I need it.
What are you doing? Race walking. Sport of the future. I can see that. You gotta keep one foot on the ground all the time. You're a natural. Where are you going? Mrs. Brockbank. Bandages run. Join you? Well, if you can keep up.
Have you set a date yet?
End of the month, 29th.
Oh.
Amy Vincent,
Yes.
go through. Have a look at this afternoon's appointment, please.
You are fully booked.
Right, in that case, I need you to collect James from nursery.
Do I look like an au pair?
I can't be in two places at once. And yes, you do look like an au pair.
Well, lucky for you, I know an excellent receptionist who can reschedule those appointments for you.
I need to be at work soon, Doc.
Yes. Right.
I'll change those appointments then, shall I?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Cheer up. It might never happen.
Too late, already has.
Bad as that?
Even worse.
Whiskey business not working out.
Nothing is. I got no job, back to sleeping in the van. I might as well lie down on the beach and let the tide carry me away.
You'd always come work for me if you like.
Really?
I can't afford to pay much, but now I'm getting my hands sorted out, I could do with the help. Plus, there's a storeroom above. You could stick a cat bed in there.
That's very generous of you, Caitlin. Now, when you say you can't afford to pay very much...
We'll have a chat about that later.
You're running, that's not allowed. No, I'm not. 1 foot on the ground at any one time.
Your pulse rate is 48, and your blood pressure's still low.
Last week you said it wasn't a problem.
No, it isn't, necessarily. It could coincide with your underactive thyroid.
Probably all that sea air chilling me out. You should try it.
Beg your pardon?
Sailing. Give you a free lesson.
No, thank you. How much thyroxylene have you got left?
A week's worth.
I'll write you a prescription for some more.
There's something else I wanted to ask you about, Doc.
Yes? Alopecia areata. It's an autoimmune disorder. Quite often people who suffer from one, like your underactive thyroid, are more susceptible to developing another.
Will I go bald?
Well, we shouldn't rule it out, but let's see if it grows back on its own.
When? I'm getting married soon.
It's impossible to tell. When did you first notice it?
Last week. Can you do anything?
I could inject the affected areas with corticosteroids, but it's very painful and it isn't always effective. Better just to wait and see if it grows back on its own. Make an appointment to come and see me in a month or so.
A month?
Or sooner, if the hair loss gets worse. Thank you.
you doing, Clive?
I got a new training partner. Same time tomorrow.
No, you shouldn't be overdoing it, Clive.
I'm all right.
Don't you like the water, miss?
Yeah, Emily, I like it just fine. Hello, sailors. Life jackets?
Please.
Oh, Miss Glasson. Where's Pippa? She's off sick and it's Mrs. Ellingham now.
Oh, of course, sorry. Habit from when you were my teacher. Like I always say, things come and go in Port Wen, but you can always rely on good old Miss Mrs. Ellingham, being at the school. It's like you're part of the building.
No, I'm fine. Sorry. Yeah, I know.
So, done much sailing before?
Yeah, a little. These life jackets, they've been tested recently, haven't they?
Oh, yes.
Why do you always wear a hat, miss?
It helps keep my head warm.
But it's boiling now.
Daniel, quiet.
Right, everyone ready?
Yes.
Gonna climb aboard this way.
Sensibly round the jetty, please, Daniel. Watch it. Sorry, Amy, could you just hold up, please? Daniel, just hang on there. Don't go too close to the edge.
All right. Everyone in position and know what they're meant to be doing?
Yes, miss.
Right, Mrs. Ellingham, pull on the main sheet.
Sorry, the sheet.
The rope that's in your hand.
Aha. Yeah, that's right. Obviously, I know that. But for the benefit of the children, how hard should one pull on the sheet?
Hard enough to tighten the main sail. All right, stand by, everyone. We're ready to go about.
Ready to go about.
Ready?
Ready?
Here we go. Pull.
I can't believe it.
I know, really makes me mad.
I never thought that kind of closed a pub for good. Oh, right. Your dad dumping everything on you. That's what we're annoyed about.
So I've got to find a new place to live and a new job.
Well, Ken's closing the pub.
Yeah, I think we've already established that, Moira.
Doesn't mean that someone else can't take it over, though, does it?
You mean me?
You've got experience. You ran a restaurant and a B&B.
Yeah, I run them both into the ground. Still, it's a good location.
And you could live above the pub.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, I knew I'd think of something.
What's this? Come on, it's not a beer garden.
Sorry, Doc, you asked me to come in today. Blood pressure check.
Yes, go through. Do you have to?
What, eat?
Yes.
Hello, Bert. Why are you wearing that thing?
Oh, Ruth, just working?
What about the distillery?
I was going to come and talk to you about that. It's just that I've decided that the whiskey business, not for me.
Well, you could have consulted with me first.
Oh, if it's the overdraft that you're worried about,
What overdraft?
the one that you guaranteed with the bank when we took out our business loan.
How much of it have you used?
Well, it's just that there was this cash flow issue, see?
All of it. And when does the bank want it repaid?
By the end of next month.
So I'm being stung for £5,000 due to your incompetence.
I intend to pay you back every single penny. Eventually. It's just that it wasn't my fault with the economic climate.
No, Bert. It's you. Giving up and letting other people pick up the pieces. Well, I'd say I was disappointed, but it's my own fault for getting involved with you.
Bert,
Oh.
can you give Mrs. Wells a hand putting her shopping in the car?
Of course. Ruth, cheers.
So nice to have a man helping about the place again.
Bugger off.
Open up, Ken, it's me.
What do you want?
I've got a business proposition for you. I want to rent the pub.
I know how that goes. You and your dad get in behind the bar, disaster comes knocking moments later.
Not my dad, just me. The village won't survive without the pub, Ken. Someone needs to keep the place open.
I'm sorry, Al. Your track record hardly inspires confidence.
Well, I've learned from my mistakes.
I need someone to guarantee the rent.
Ruth. She's my guarantee.
Ruth?
Yeah, because we're partners. She makes sure nothing went wrong. I'm also willing to give you a share of the profits.
I don't know.
Ken, let me run it for one night. I'll get some customers in, show you what I can do. You can't lose.
Come on, then.
Collections between 5 and 5:30, Docs. Them's the rules.
Yes.
It's not good for the little ones to be picked up late. Makes them feel unsettled. Makes them feel emotionally vulnerable.
No, it doesn't.
There's a fine for parents who pick up late.
To sell off the whiskey store whilst making additional profit at the same time. Okay. I was wondering if you had a minute.
I suppose so.
Well, what would you say if I told you I'd found somewhere that we could sell off the whiskey stocks whilst making an additional profit at the same time?
Well, I'd say when something sounds too good to be true, it usually is.
Well, except, Ruth, in this instance, Ken wants out of the Crab and Lobster, and he's very keen for us to rent it. There is a stipulation, though. He needs you to be the guarantor.
A guarantor?
Mm.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I'm already being asked to write off your £5,000 overdraft as a bad debt.
Wait, what overdraft?
The one you and your father ran up without telling me. And judging from the look of incredulity on your face, I wasn't the only one your father kept it a secret from.
No, Ruth, you weren't, and I am so sorry.
I imagine you are. But I refuse to throw good money after bad. I'm sorry, Al. You know how much I like you. But our business relationship is over.
Gosh, it took an age to go down. Did Mel say if anything happened today?
Who's Mel?
Mel, from the nursery, Mel.
Oh, no, she was too busy lecturing me on the pitfalls of being late.
You were late?
The patient overran. I doubt if James was aware.
He seems to be enjoying nursery, doesn't he?
Oh, he's a child. They enjoy everything. Spent half an hour today playing with an envelope. I threw it away. I didn't go to nursery.
I did. Teaches children important social skills. And he'll be entering the pre-operational stage of cognitive development soon. And it's good for him to learn how to interact with others in a healthy and productive manner, Martin.
The pre-operational stage?
Yes, it's Piaget's theory.
Piaget's theory of cognitive development, yes. How much reading are you doing?
I'm a teacher. It's my job to know things.
Yes. Can't you wait 20 minutes?
I'm hungry.
It's 20 minutes.
not open yet. Hi. What are you doing here?
You're looking at the new temporary landlord of the Crab and Lobster.
So Ruth agreed to be guarantor?
No, but I've got one shot to show her and Ken that I can make this work, that we can keep the crab. But I need your help, because tonight has to be a big success.
Of course, anything.
So ring everyone you know, and you tell them if they want to save the Crab and Lobster, they need to turn up tonight and they need to spend their money.
Right, I'm on it.
Good.
Just remember, you're not meant to be getting stressed.
Moana, all I'm doing is banking everything on one single night in order to convince a woman who's just lost £5,000 backing me that she needs to back me again. So, there's no stress.
Morning, Al. Didn't I check your blood pressure yesterday?
Yes, you did, sir, and I'm just going. OK? Crab and Lobster, 8 o'clock.
I need to see Doc. It's urgent.
Your first appointment's not for 15 minutes.
Come through.
It's getting worse.
No, it isn't.
I want some of those injections you were on about.
What, corticosteroids?
My wedding's coming up, and
No. I'll write you a prescription for some steroid ointment.
and that'll do me fine by my wedding day.
You need to take it for 6 months, and then we'd review the situation and see if you need the injections or not.
6 months? I need a cure right now.
I will not inject steroids into a patient who has a condition that may very well clear up on its own.
You're not giving me much choice, are you?
Choice? This is medicine, not a pudding trolley.
Fine.
This is the private number for Dr. Martin and Louisa Ellingham, not the surgery. Please leave a message, but not for the surgery.
Hello, this is Dr. Kate Gregory from the North Cornwall Centre of Psychological Sciences for Louisa Ellingham. Just to say we've received your application for the Child and Adolescent Counselling course and we'd like you to come in for an interview. I can reach you on 0.
How's that stand coming along?
Oh, you know, slowly.
A big bag of limes, please. Al asked me to get some.
I'll just be a minute.
What do you want the limes for?
For tonight. Keep the crab. You know, much as I like Ken, I got a feeling Al's the right person to turn the crab around. Ken wouldn't let me keep a tankard behind the bar.
There you go.
Ah, great. See you later.
Get on with it, Bert.
Yeah, well, if we don't use it, we'll lose it, Bex. And then where are we going to drink? Bodmin? Yeah, exactly. OK, great. See you there. Oh, afternoon off.
I wish. No, just come back to pick something up.
Oh, are you coming to the pub reopening later?
I'm not sure if we can find a babysitter, but I'll let you know.
OK.
Moana. Smear.
Kate? Yeah, hi, it's me. What are you doing later? Right. OK, it's just that Al's...
Nick De Silva.
So we thought
About time.
Go through.
just make it a bit of a party.
Louisa.
Grabbed a jacket. I'm not going to spend my afternoon shivering on that stupid boat again. Do you know what a sheet is?
It's the rope attached to a clue on a sail. Louisa.
Not a moustache. See you at dinner.
Yeah, I'm Steve.
Good morning. How can I help you?
I got a new prescription.
Coming right up.
Morning.
Morning. A packet of Powerlux 2, please.
All right.
For a friend.
Right, yeah, just get your bag there. There we go. Ready? I'll be with you in a minute, Joe. There we are.
Out. Go on.
All right.
That's £20 exactly.
Perfect.
You. Bye.
Bye.
And what seems to be the problem?
Go on, son, tell the doc.
I feel sick.
Any other symptoms?
I get a bit dizzy sometimes.
I'll have a look in your ear. When did you first notice it?
About a couple of weeks ago, maybe more.
Why didn't you come and see me sooner?
Just thought it was one of those bugs going round.
I think that. Follow my finger. Yes, look, his eyes are oscillating. It's labyrinthitis. It's an inner ear infection. That's what's causing his nausea.
Can I still go sailing with school tomorrow?
No.
We're both dead keen on the boats.
I really need to get my sailing certificate.
You need to stay in bed for a couple of days, keep warm, plenty of fluids, and avoid bright light.
Doc?
Sorry, Doc, I told her to wait.
No, you can't just come in here. I'm in the middle of a consultation.
He's the only one left, and I've got places to be. I can't be waiting on you like yesterday.
But that was 10 minutes. This is completely unacceptable.
My time is precious, Doc, as I imagine is yours.
All right. If I agree to pay you a little bit extra, will you bring him home every day?
50 quid?
25.
A week?
A month.
You should split the difference, make it 35.
Shut up.
I'll take 35. Add it to your late pickup fee. See you tomorrow, little man.
Great, see you then. You coming to the pub tonight, Doc?
Yeah.
I'll put you down as a maybe then.
Yes, right. Labyrinthitis. I won't prescribe an antibiotic. There's not much point at this stage.
Whiskey. Want 3 of them? Lovely. That is about £8, and I'll come and get it later. All right?
You okay?
Yeah, I didn't think it'd be this busy.
Told you the village needs this pub.
This is amazing.
What are you doing?
Looks like you could need a hand.
Yeah, we'll cope. Thank you.
Well, no, there's no need to be like that.
You should have told me about the overdraft cap.
Your blood pressure was high enough as it was. I didn't think saying something would help matters. Now, do you want my help or not?
No, thank you. Right, who's next?
Right, I'm off to make dinner.
Oh, right.
Oh, no. You stay here and have another. Keep off the hard stuff, mind.
Lemonade shandy, I promise.
Right. Yeah.
I'll make sure he gets home safe.
I'm a very lucky man.
Luckier than I am. Never had much success with the ladies.
Another?
Why not? One more won't kill us.
I can't wait for Pepper to get better. I mean, you'd think I'd be at home on a boat. Live by the sea, born in a fishing village. You'd think it'd be in the blood. No, each day is just as bad as the one before.
Dr. Kate Gregory left you a telephone message.
Oh.
I mean, the whole idea of a soulmate is ridiculous. But there should be one person for you in the world. Although, me and Janice did have a lot in common. Fish and chips, kung fu movies, robots, sausage and chips. She loved sausages. But it's fine. I'm fine. This is good. This is better. Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. Clive, people are starting to stare. Clive.
Why not? Ring the doc.
Why didn't you tell me that you'd already applied for this course?
Because I didn't want to say anything until I knew if I'd been accepted or not.
You said you hadn't made any decisions yet.
I hadn't. And I still haven't. You know, giving up teaching's a big deal, Martin. I just needed time to think and explore my options, that's all.
So are you going to go to the interview?
What? They've asked me for an interview.
Yes. I'll be right there.
Is everything okay?
No. Sounds like Clive Tishel's had another heart attack.
Oh, no.
I can't believe you didn't realize he was dead.
I just thought he was a good listener. Oh, God. Someone's going to have to tell Sally. It's me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Will you come with me, Doc?
No.
I need some support. She respects you. You're a doctor.
Fine. Come on.
Right, under the circumstances, I think we should close for the night, but one last drink on the house for Clive Tishel.
Official.
Mr. Tischer. Don't worry, Doc. I know what I'm doing.
Dr. Ellingham, what can I do for you at this hour?
Mrs. Sally Tishel, wife of Clive Tishel.
Of course she is, idiot.
Just following procedure, Doc.
What procedure?
Well, you know, I said I'd make sure Clive got home safe.
No?
Remember I told you in the pub?
No?
Well, anyway, Clive won't be coming home tonight.
Why? Where's he going?
Well, that's a big question. I suppose depends on your beliefs.
Oh, shut up, Pernell. Mrs. Tishel, Clive, Mr. Tishel, had another heart attack, and I'm afraid he's dead. They've taken his body to the hospital in Truro.
Oh.
Did you understand what I just told you?
Yes. Thanks for telling me.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Good night.
You see? That's what happens when you don't follow procedure, Doc.
I was thinking we should pop in and see Mrs. Tishel this evening, see how she's coping.
Yes, if you like.
I'm sorry to ask, Morton, but you still okay to pick James up from nursery?
There's no need.
There is, Morton. I'll be sailing.
I mean, there's no need to pick him up from nursery because nursery are going to bring him home from now on.
How did you manage to swing that?
It just seemed the most convenient solution for everyone.
Oh, well done.
Louisa, can we talk about this interview of yours?
Yes, we will this evening. Sorry. Yeah, coming, James.
Doesn't hurt at all?
That's because of the anaesthetic. Just hold that.
You okay, Doc? My Jimmy was the same. First sign of blood and he'd faint. Should have known then he was no good.
Stop talking. You'll need to take a few days off work. Give your hand a chance to heal.
Shouldn't be a problem now I've Bert helping me round the place.
I'll make you an appointment to see a physiotherapist. They'll work out a program to restore the movement in your fingers.
Thanks, Doc. You are a wonder.
Thank you.
What's this? That's the first instalment of the money we owe you. It's £500.
Come on in. This is all for one night?
It was a special night, to be fair.
But you closed the bar early.
Yeah, poor Clive.
So there would have been even more.
Well, it won't always be that much, Ruth.
Oh, I realise that. Why are you playing down your success?
It's important, to be honest with you, considering what we owe you.
It's your father's debt.
It was my business too. But if you would agree to come on board, I would take the bare minimum until you're all squared up.
On one condition.
I'm doing this alone. Dad is not going to be involved.
Good. We'll talk later then.
Okay.
Come along, everyone, quick as you can.
Steady. That's it. Hold up. Wait for me, miss.
Oh, Stephen, I thought you were ill.
He says he's feeling better.
I think I just needed a good rest, miss. I'm all set to get my certificate.
Grab a life jacket and climb aboard then. Set sail in 5 minutes.
Due to get a bit choppy later. Gonna need your sea legs then, eh?
Yeah.
See you later. Have a good time.
Sally?
Oh, Dr. Ellingham.
I didn't think you'd be open.
People still need their medicines. Now, how can I help you?
Well, I just wondered how you were coping.
Me? Well, I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine.
You seem to be taking Clive's death very well.
You, me, Dr. Ellingham, we're all medical professionals. We, more than anyone, bear witness to life's brutal cycle. We're born, we live, we die.
Right.
Good morning, how can I help you?
This is the life, eh, Mrs. Ellingham? Never know how you teachers do it. Stuck in the same old classrooms every day.
Well, at least we don't run the risk of drowning in the classroom.
We'll make a sailor out of you yet.
Oh, miss, Stephen's not feeling very well.
Hang on. Okay, take the helm.
What, me? Shouldn't I... Well...
How are you? Right, what I need you to do is just lie down and keep your body steady so it can adjust. Sorry, Amy! Steer towards port. Are you all right, miss?
Amy! Amy! Amy, can you hear me?
Is she gonna be okay? Oh, no.
Grace, go below deck, look for a first aid kit.
Yes, miss.
Amy? Amy?
Bad.
Can you hear me?
Don't you need to steer the boat, miss?
So, one thing at a time, please, Katie. Don't worry about it.
Get back home. Yeah. Oh, no, she's got a signal.
No, the doc doesn't normally make house calls, Mr. Greenwood. Well, if you insist on doing it yourself, there's always a risk that might happen.
Next patient.
All right, I'll
Go
get him
through.
to call you when he's free. Bye.
Have you got a moment?
Ruth.
In private.
Well, that's my last patient. Can it wait?
I suppose it'll have to.
Right. Come on, buck up.
I can't believe this! Oh, come on!
We're heading out to sea.
Yeah, look, nobody panic, okay?
Are you all right, miss? Should we call the Coast Guard?
Yeah, that's a good idea, Oliver, but we've got no signal out here. Stephen, I'm sorry if you're feeling sick again, but we've got more important worries.
We need to lower the mainsail, steer ourselves onto a starboard tack, miss.
Really? Well, how do you know that?
I sail with my dad every weekend.
Good, good. Everyone listen to Stephen. Stephen, what do we do about the steering thing?
Well, she was pretty unresponsive when I broke the news to her last night.
Oh, it's more than that, Martin. It's as if a customer had died, not a husband.
It's denial, isn't it? Classic reaction to sudden loss.
Oh, I didn't realise you were so enlightened.
Well, what do you want me to do about it? More winner!
Well, I just wanted to make sure you were aware, that's all. We should all keep an eye on Mrs. Tishel.
Should we?
She's one of your patients, Martin.
Yes, I suppose she is.
And we don't want a repeat of that business with James Henry.
Doc, it's Louisa. I can hardly hear her, but it sounds urgent.
Well, go.
Martin! Over here! It's Amy! She's unconscious, her head's bleeding!
Bring it closer this way.
Yeah, we're trying, it's just not that easy.
Throw me a rope and I'll pull you in.
Okay. Oh.
Try again.
Yes. Okay. Ready?
Right.
Careful.
I've got you.
Here we go.
Brace yourself.
No! Martin!
I've got you!
What's this?
Peace offering. Fish and chips.
I'm not hungry.
Wait.
Oh, you might as well know. I'm going to run the pub. Ruth is going to back me. On the condition that you aren't involved.
Well, I am going to pay her back.
How? With the money you earn from the shop. It's going to take years. So it's up to me, as usual.
Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. It's Amy.
What are you doing here?
I'm better.
Well, you don't look it.
I did get seasick, but I'm okay now.
Stephen's responsible for getting us back to shore. We couldn't have done it without him.
Does that mean I've passed my activity certificate, miss?
Amy has the final say, but yes, I expect so.
Well, that's going to need stitches.
What's going on? You felt faint. Cut your head.
Lie still.
Miss?
What's that on your hair?
It's hair restorer.
How much have you put on?
Miss?
2 packets since yesterday.
You're an idiot. Why didn't you consult me?
I told you I was worried about my hair.
Yes, and I told you to use the ointment and wait and see what happens.
I needed a quicker solution.
There isn't one. Do you think I give this advice on a whim? Over-the-counter hair restorer contains minoxidil, which is a drug developed to treat high blood pressure, and you have very low blood pressure. It's not surprising you both fainted, banged your head.
I had to risk it. I don't want to wear a hat on my wedding day.
Oh, no. Never mind drowning all these children.
Miss?
What is it, Stephen?
Get some rest for the next 24 hours. Avoid any strenuous activity.
I will. Doc, as a way of thanks, I'd like to invite you and Louisa to my wedding.
No, thank you.
Oh. Right. Oh, I'm so sorry about all of that.
Don't worry, the children all got the minibus back without any further problems, which is a minor miracle in itself.
And thanks for getting my boat back.
You're welcome. You all right?
I'm fine, as long as I never, ever have to get on a boat again. Martin, I've been thinking about the interview, and I've decided to go.
Right. Good.
Oh, I mean, I'd only need to go into the course 1 day a week.
Have you squared this with your governess?
No, not yet. That was my next step.
You are aware that this will create a lot more work for both of us?
Well, in the short term, yes, but perhaps if the child therapy works, I can stop teaching, build my hours around James. I mean, it won't be easy at first, but it's worth a try.
And this will make you happy?
Yes. Yes, I think it will.
Well, then you have my full support.
Thank you. Thank you, Martin.
You're welcome. You're going to need all the help you can get.
And by that you mean?
Well, it's been a long time since you were in full-time education, so you only ever had a handful of therapy sessions. I think you might just find that you're a little out of your depth.
Thank you, Martin.
You're welcome.
Surprise!
Hi! What are you doing here?
Don't shake that in my face.
Oi, what about your dog? You're leaving yourself on my bag.
It's me. I work here. I'm not just some random person off the street.
Possibility of a dangerous intruder inside, so I'm just waiting for backup.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
No, wait. No.
While Tina's away, Adam takes his opportunity to play when the new series of Cold Feet continues Friday night at 9. And Bobby's about to reveal his new book, In the Only Way is Essex. That's next, over on ITVB. Next here, it's the very latest ITV News.